Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn how to use input keyword and assign our desired values to our variables. And in our previous video we learned how to operate arithmetic operations on different variables. If you haven't watched the video, don't take stress. I am adding the link to the description. You can watch it and access our playlist of Python. So without wasting time, let's start our video. So first we will declare a variable a, and what type of value we want to store in it, a integer type value. So we will specify it as int, and inside bracket we will use the input keyword and again brackets, and inside this bracket we will enter our message which we want to display on screen. So enter value of a, and I'll simply copy it and paste it for another variable b, control b, and I'll change it here from a to b, and here also. So what our program is doing here, assign opening a variable a, and then a integer type value will be assigned to this variable, and this input keyword will help us to assign it. So here we are two variables, and now we will simply print a plus b, and our program is complete. We use the input keyword and at last we print a plus b. Now let's run it, and it is asking, this is our message here, enter value of a. Let us enter 25 and then 10. Now what will be the answer guys? A plus b will be 35, so it will show us 35. See, the program is working correctly. Now here is the thing, we declare integer type, so the value assigned will be integer. But what if we assign some float variable? So I'm gonna run it again, and let us input here 10.55, and it shows error. So it means only integer type value is assigned to it. But what if we remove this int and then this? So our a variable has no restriction of what type of data is stored in it, and b has a restriction of integer data type. Let's save it and run it. Let's input 10.55. No problem will be there. Enter. See, no problem. And since b variable has a restriction of integer variable, so we will input 20. Now it will print 30.55 as an output, but it shows error. Why? Because a is non-integer type. It means it has a float type or a string type, and b has an integer type, and two different type variables cannot be add and operate on each other. So that's the thing. If you want to operate or apply arithmetic operation to variables, their typecast will be same like integer and float. If I put float here, it will work for sure. um, Very bracket control s. Let me clear this output for you guys. clear, sorry, clear. Okay, and now I'm gonna save it and run it. Now if I enter value of 10.55 here and then 20, see 30.55, it works correctly. So what we learn here, if we doesn't specify the type int float, then the Python interpreter will by default considered it as a string. When we use that before and control s, here when we hover on a, it shows us that it is a str type, a string type variable, and b is a integer type variable. So by default, Python interpreter considered a variable value as a string. So we have to specify what type of data it is. So this is the all brief introduction and working of input keyword, and I explain it in simple words. And if you have any confusion, you can ask in comment box. And guys, that's all for the video. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos.